You want me to work "Hey, you guys" into the dialogue? Just be like, "Hey, you guys." No.
Zach already did, so now you're with him as well. So it's all good.
This doesn't count as your time, by the way. I'm just punch drunk.
That's good. That's good. I'm all for you using up my time and giving me the time back. That's all.
Okay, cool.
Congratulations on the show.
Thank you.
To paraphrase a very famous song, "This ain't no scrubs." This is a little bit. This is a little bit different for you, and I've spoken to you before and told you how much I love Scrubs. It's like my favorite.
Yeah, you're always very nice, man. I really appreciate it. By the way, you're often.
I finally got to talk to Zach today as well, which is was a dream come true. So that's fantastic. But yeah, a little bit of a different edge for you. What was the lure of this particular book, and why did you think it would make great television?
Yeah, look, I'm a broken record on this, but I'm like a massive Carl Hiaasen fan. He before I knew what I wanted to do for a living when I was in high school. You know, I didn't much love the books they made you read in high school, but I had family, my whole family's entrenched in Florida, and he's an icon there, Carl. Not only is a novelist, Carl Hiaasen, not only is a novelist, but he's a journalist from the Miami Herald till recently. And I started reading his books, and they were these kind of banter-driven capers that you thought you were just having a fun read, like you could read it on a plane, but they ended up to be these amazing character pieces, you know? And it really kind of helped me figure out what type of stories I liked, because it lined up with, I grew up on 48 Hours and Beverly Hills Cop and Midnight Run, and his books felt like that, and I never had the courage to try and make one. And I would say I still didn't have the courage, even as a 54-year-old guy. I'm 55 now, that was last year. I didn't have the courage without having source material, from him. So to get to go have a couple drinks with a guy that was an icon for me, and say, like, this is my favorite book, and I'm going to add like 5 chapters in the middle and make it a TV show. I haven't gotten this excited about something in my career for a long time. It's been really fun.
Fantastic. I don't know how key was someone like Vince Vaughn, because the character has there's so much depth and different qualities to him, and they seem to be, a lot of people that I spoke to today have said how perfect Vince is for this. Like, they couldn't have seen anybody else. Was that for you? Was that like, it has to be him because the different textures of this character is perfect for Vince Vaughn? I
got lucky because, when I wrote the script, I wrote, you never know who you're going to cast. So I said, if we had a time machine, it would be James Garner, right? Because I said it had to be, and now look, it's cool. I was accidentally describing Vince, but I said it had to be somebody that was big and imposing and you could believe, with the quick bouts of violence here and there. And it was acerbic in their banter and edge, but it was also affable enough that you rooted for him, you know what I mean? And that you wanted him to get out of his own way and enjoyed watching him not be able to. And then, Vince, he's so iconic. When he decided to do it, Matt Tarsis and I and the rest of the writers went back and rewrote the script with him in our head. And now we just couldn't imagine anybody else doing it, I mean, he's so good, man. And he's, by the way, people don't remember, he's so funny, but you watch him too. He's a good actor. He can really do it,
Yeah, totally. Some of his early work is
oh, it's amazing. And it shaped me. It shaped me as a comedy writer. Yeah,
As ever, you've got a few Scrubs cameos. Had to put them out in this. Obviously, Zach's in this as well. Was there anybody that you nearly got that you didn't quite end up fitting into the?
Well, here's the interesting thing. There's so many folks that I love from my world that I thought would be great in this one. I love working with kind people that are super talented and they cross back through. I thought John C. McGinley would have been an awesome, crazy, sheriff in this one. But I think if he was talking to Zach, people's brains would explode. So I snuck in the helicopter pilot is Bob Clendenin from Cougar Town, who I think is, and Dr. Zeltzer from Scrubs. He's such a good kind of sneak cameo. So, look, I'm always going to want to work with the same actors and actresses because we take great pains to not only hire talented people, but to hire people you'd want to spend time with anyways. And so to keep kind of, we snuck Meredith Hagner from Search Party into Bad Monkey, and then she may or may not appear in Shrinking this year. It's just how we do it, And so I will always try to sneak people in. That's an Easter egg that I haven't said anything about yet.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. You
Sure.
used up my time to give you an Easter egg. That's always nice. Bill, always lovely to talk to you. Thanks so much for your time.
Hey, thanks for being kind, man. I appreciate it.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys.
Hey, you guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey, that's what they all say.
Hey, you guys!
Hey, you guys!